What was the last video I put up? It has been almost a year. That's really cool.
Professor Kaiju.
I'm gonna redo this. Okay, so segment time. So yeah, so I haven't been on YouTube in a long time. Haven't done anything. Haven't done any streams. Haven't made any videos. Unfortunately, I really have wanted to. It's been something that I have battled with myself for a while, but I'm happy that I didn't really try to, because I've just been, honestly, a lot of stuff has been going on, you know, like my own personal stuff, some stuff with like my job. I just recently started a new job, which honestly, with the new job and a lot of other stuff that has been going on, I have been in a better mental place than I have been for a long time. I have battled with some stuff for like probably years, and stuff that I didn't really, some stuff I didn't really know that was there, unfortunately, and some stuff that I knew was there. And I think recently I've been feeling much better than I have in a long time. But I also know I've said that to myself before in the past, where I felt like I was definitely on top of things. But I think the best way is just I'm understanding who I am more, which sounds really weird to say. But man, there's a reason why therapy is a thing, because it's really hard to understand all the stuff that's going on inside of you at any given time, trying to unravel stuff. And I've been doing that for a long time. And I think a lot of stuff was just holding me back with making stuff like I hate saying that, because I always feel bad saying stuff like, I'm being held back from this content creation, or like this is making my content bad, when I haven't been putting stuff out. But like that was the problem. Like it's stuff that like was causing me not to want to put stuff out, because I had this whole battle that every time I want to put something out, I want to make it the best as I can. Like that's just part of me. I've always unfortunately been a perfectionist. But sometimes it would be so bad that just I would get excited thinking about making something, and then I would start getting stressed out thinking about all of the stuff that I would have to do to make that, because it's like, okay, I have to write something. I hate writing. That's like one of my first things. Like I just utterly hate it. And one of the reasons why I hate it is because I hate everything that I write. Like I always have like no confidence in what I write, and it's aggravating for a lot of that stuff. So like that would be the first hurdle, because like a lot of the videos I want to do, I don't want to just do off the cuff stuff. You know, like I've had some stuff where it's a bit more like an outline, a rough outline, but I still have to have a script. Like I want to have something scripted. I want to have something like planned out for sure. And that process is just so grating to me that that would be like my first hurdle. And then I would think about things like, well, if I want to do this, I want to do this, and that. I want to do like these skits. I want to do some of this high effort stuff. And thinking about all that stuff, all that time, energy I'm going to have to put into that, would just be stress in the back of my mind. Like it would just pile up there, just thinking about all that stuff, which is not what I want this to be. Like I want to do YouTube and I want to have fun with it. But it's like a more complex problem, because the reason why I want to do all this stuff is like, not only do I want to just do better, do I want to make stuff that I'm proud of and stuff that I feel like is the best of my ability, but I have always wanted to try to make YouTube into a thing. Not per se like a full-time job, because I don't want to say I'm not delusional, because I don't want to ever say that to people who want to try to strive to do something on YouTube. But I know, especially considering how my YouTube channel started out and that I'm in tokusatsu stuff, and I have wanted to branch out to stuff, stuff related. Like there's definitely anime stuff that's adjacent that I'd love to talk about, and maybe even more things like stuff that I could feel that's related to Toku, and then maybe eventually start talking about other things that aren't as related to Toku infrequently, once in a while talk about something, so it's like it has a bigger appeal, but it's still something that I have interest in. But because of that, every single time I want to make a video, those thoughts would go through my head. Is like, okay, part of me would try to tell myself, just make the video. Do what you can, put some effort into it, but you don't have to make this feel like this is your magnum opus. And then the other voice in my head would be like, well, you are trying to make something out of YouTube. If you don't try to make it your magnum opus, like, you're never going to get anywhere. And then the problem is that these, you know, that voice would become really, really loud, and then end up not making anything. And that's even worse. So I've gotten to a point where I feel like now that I really just want to make content. I want to make stuff that I just want to make and actually have fun with. Stuff that I'm excited about. And fuck it, whether or not it's like the best thing ever. You know, I just want to make stuff, and you know, I'm not going to get anything on this out of anything on this platform if I don't put stuff out. And I just want to get back to like actually enjoying the things I make, the jokes that I put into them, the effort I put into it, the editing that I put into it. I just want to get back into that. So, and I feel like I kind of feel like that I'm in that mental space now that I think I can do that again. And I really want to. But I'm not making any promises. I'm not putting any time stamps on anything, because every single time it's just backfired on me. I'm not good with that stuff. So I'm going to just say, yes, I want to come back onto YouTube. I want to make my channel more active again. I don't know how active it is. I want to figure out like how things are going with work, because I want to do stuff like, I want to make live streaming like an actual thing. I don't know if I'm going to have like more of a structured thing. Like I had said before about doing cosplay live stream stuff, which I still very earnestly want to do, because I have not really worked on it. So many things I've said in my videos where I'm like, I'm gonna conquer the fucking world, and just a fucking liar. But it is what it is, unfortunately. So I want to have something structured where like maybe I'll do 1 or 2 live streams a month, maybe, or maybe I'll do it more frequently. I'm not sure. I'm not going to say, but I definitely want to make it more regular. Maybe just a live stream where I'm chatting once in a while. Maybe a live stream once in a while that's cosplay related. Maybe something that's gaming. I've wanted to do that. I do like games, but, you know, like, you know, but I wouldn't even want to do that, because my first thought is like, oh, Bryce, everyone does gaming streams. Like, that's not special. But it's like, fuck you, Bryce. I just want to make a stream that I like, okay? Like, shut up. Like, I just want to just do something, you know? So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to come back, and I'm going to just have fun. And I'm going to beat up my other self that keeps telling me that I should just, you know, try to conquer the world with every video I put out. But the other thing I've been having trouble with has been what kind of content I've wanted to make. And I do think I still want to do videos like I have been doing. But I've been battling with like how they're structured, what I'm doing in them. The other battle that I've had like more recently has been about like what I want to put in these videos, because I went through a whole phase of being afraid that my videos weren't contributing to anything. Like, there was no meaning in them. Because, like, I have a lot of channels now I watch that do a lot of video essays, and a lot of them I really like. I really like the opinions I hear. I like the way, you know, some of these people make me think about things. And now I look at my content and think, man, Bryce, what are you saying? What are you bringing to the table? And it took me a long time to just remember that, like, the reason I made this channel was, like, I wanted to make people laugh. I wanted to make people enjoy this stuff and maybe throw some information in there that maybe some people wouldn't have heard of. You know, it's like, again, I gotta realize, like, I've had to, and this is a bigger battle than I'm even making it seem like, but just had to, like, tell myself, you know, not everyone's like that. Not everyone has that type of, that mind for those types of videos and doing some type of stuff and doing, like, the crazy amount of research, figuring stuff out. But part of me really wanted to be that. But I just, like, you know, being comedic, being entertaining, you know, and trying to put something out there. Like, I'm going to put my opinion in these videos. I'm going to put some of that stuff out there. I'm going to try to do as much, well, okay, I won't say as much research as possible, Because if I was trying to do as much research as possible, I'd probably have to be, like, getting translations for, like, some Japanese PDFs and books and stuff like that to figure out stuff, but I'm not at that level for this stuff. But, like, I'd like to at least look out there and, like, say someone's like, oh, this movie's kind of weird, and it's like, well, here's why, you know, here's the production history and why it was so odd or whatever, and, you know, you can glean something from it. And unfortunately, maybe that will just be some Wikipedia article bullshit. You know, unfortunately, sometimes that's all that's out there without having to, like, either dig for several hours or, like, buy something. And, I just gotta tell myself, that's okay. You know, there's a lot of people that I watch online that just are really good at comedy, are really good at entertaining people. And, that's why I started this. You know, I want to find those roots again. I want to make people laugh. Hopefully. Have my own spin on things. I'm a pretty funny guy. Despite what I tell myself sometimes. So, that's what's happening. I want to come back, but I'm not giving a set, not telling you a date. No, not doing that. Not saying how frequently that's going to be either, but I will say that with my new job and my new headspace, I feel like I can actually say that I will bring the stuff out soon. And that's all I'm saying. And even then, I'm not making a promise, because God knows, maybe something will happen tomorrow, and it's like, oh no, my house blew up. It's, let's hopefully not jinx that, but, you know. I don't want to say live streams are low effort, but